E3 is almost over, and if somehow you've managed to miss all of the press conferences and all of the announcements, fear not. Here's a quick recap of all of the biggest games and takeaways from the show. Number one, it's a great time to be a Nintendo fan. The company showed up to E3 and announced a sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're not sure when it's going to be out, but we did get to see a sneaky peek trailer which showed both Link and Zelda adventuring together. We also got some hands-on time with Pokemon Sword and Shield, Luigi's Mansion 3, and the absolutely adorable remake of Link's Awakening, all of which are coming to the Switch later this year. Now there was some bad news too. Nintendo did confirm, as we all had feared, that the new Animal Crossing has been delayed from this year to early in 2020. Number two, we finally have a release date for the long-awaited Final Fantasy VII Remake, or at least the first portion of it. We've always known that this is going to be a sort of episodic recreation of the classic JRPG, and Square Enix confirmed that the first bit of it will be out on March the 3rd, 2020. Hooray! The publisher also gave us a first tease of its long-awaited Marvel Avengers project that's being developed by Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. In a CG trailer, we saw that there's going to be all of your favorite heroes, including Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Widow. It's going to be both single player and co-op, but otherwise, yeah, we just sort of know that it's going to be this sort of probably linear, very cinematic adventure. Number three, we have both seen and played a section of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order that's being worked on by Respawn Entertainment, the same studio behind the Titanfall franchise and the Battle Royale Apex Legends. Now they showed off a section on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk. You got to play as the Jedi Padawan Cal Kestis, and we also got a really cool cameo of Saw Gerrera, who you may know as the leader of the kind of rebel resistance that popped up in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. On the Apex Legends side, we were introduced to a new hero, or rather legend, called Watson. She's very much a sort of engineer scientist type, and you're really going to be using her to set up these electrical fences so that you can fortify your defenses and keep out unwanted attackers. Number four, Microsoft's next console, currently codenamed Project Scarlet, will be out in holiday 2020. We have no idea what it looks like, but what is clear is that it's going to be really, really powerful. At Microsoft's press conference, we also were introduced to a new flight simulator and the second generation of its really pro-focused Elite controller. Cyberpunk 2077, the next game from CD Projekt Red, who you probably know as the studio behind the Witcher series, also had a trailer at Microsoft's press conference. And we got introduced to a character who we never expected to be in the game, one being portrayed by Keanu Reeves. Ubisoft, as expected, showed up with a new Watch Dogs title based on Brexit Britain. This time, you're going to be able to play and recruit literally anyone inside London. In a totally hilarious trailer, we got to see someone playing as a granny who's able to sort of stealth away up to people and taser them in order to proceed in the game. Bethesda, meanwhile, showed up with two new games, one of which is called Ghostwire Tokyo. That's being worked up by Tango Gameworks, the same studio behind the horror series The Evil Within. They also showed Deathloop, a new title about two extraordinary assassins, and that's being worked on by Arcane Leon, the same developer that has done the Dishonored series. Of course, there were many, many more games shown here at E3, including a whole bunch of indies. We've been scurrying around the show floor trying to cover them all. For everything that we've been producing, keep checking out Engadget.com and youtube.com/Engadget.